Welcome back, everyone, to The Outer Worlds. Just getting comfy. Just bear with me one momento. So, we're back. Right, quick recap, because we haven't played since release date and the day after release date, because we have got other shit I need to get through. Ooh. Okay, so we have fully begun our adventure now. So we were rescued by Phineas from a cryopod on the ship, the Hope. Crashed on Terra 2. Had to doom a lot of people, it feels like, make a really bad decision. But we've got our own ship now, so we can navigate around. So we're going to head to... We're just going to continue with the main quest and head to the Groundbreaker.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Get some information.
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it. But I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate. What part of the colony would...
So the Groundbreaker.
With the Groundbreaker, if that's your desired destination. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously.
Well, that's good to know.
The Groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship. It has since been repurposed as a service station in the Lagrange point of the system. Freighters often deliver or pick up goods from the Groundbreaker en route to other destinations. The city ship hosts an array of cargo bays, factories, housing sections, and more. Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces with stationed representatives in what is considered a truly neutral territory within the system. If we're going there, please be sure all...
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Take care.
So we've got to check our computer first. Because there's a robot in one of the bays. So let's check the computer. Acid steeper. So I need to find an acid steep. We've got levels up. During our first playthrough, we have overcome trials. Largely, I think it was in the second episode where I got absolutely ripped to pieces repeatedly. And it was down to a few factors. My guns weren't quite good enough. My armour in particular was letting me down. We've got this armour now. We've got 10 and 10. Sorry, we've got 17 and 10. Well, that needs fixing.
Caution.
Can I fix it? No, my repair skill isn't high enough. I'm guessing.
If you are crushed to death, I'll need to find a new captain.
Okay. So we've got some points. So I'm going to put into 6 there. I'm going to put 8 into tech. 2 into leadership. And the rest into dialogue. Don't know how that'll work for me. We are working on guns quite quickly. Got perk points. Okay, so that's useful. Five previous perks, so we're not quite there. But let's head out. We've got our map. So this is the Groundbreaker. We've got a few other places like Typhoon we can't go. Skillia. We can go Monarch. Should we go to Phineas's lab first?
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself?
Alright.
Or would you like to
Take
do
both of our
honors?
companions, which is good. Phineas improved. Is that improved or improvised? Improved science lab. Never touch this, no rocks.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it. Blast, that's loud. I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since... in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Hiding behind glass like he fears me.
The Sissy Bigs make excellent test subjects. Also surprisingly nutritious.
This one's called Bubbles. Okay, hiding behind the glass.
Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout. Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner. I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals. Of course. What's on your mind? Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper. No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
Ah, the wanted criminal himself. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we? Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy. for vouching for their character, and they aren't touching things. For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a crew, such as they are. I picked you out of the hope for your talents, after all. It's only natural that others would gravitate toward you. Yes, indeed, well done. Also, you still haven't spontaneously liquefied, which pleases me immensely. Progress.
Checking my mic was on. Alright, so we can't do anything here yet, but it was worth checking out. It was worth checking out. Cool as fuck is this place, though. So we'll just head to the Groundbreaker. As it wants us to. But yeah, it's been a good week so far. Very pleased with the progress I've made on a few games, including this one. Hopefully we get some nice progress today. I'm very pleased we got FF7 sessions yesterday as well. But enough of that. So, the Groundbreaker.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Can we talk?
Do return in one piece, Captain.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson. I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff. Thanks, Captain. Did you want to talk? What? Oh.
Well, that was close. I pressed the wrong button. What does Max want us to do? Where's Max?
This is my favorite room. It's so spacious.
Where are you? I need to bear in mind I can apparently boot people from my rooms.
As always, anything you'd like to discuss? Of course. Are you ready to break into security on the Groundbreaker? If I can... I'll...
So I need to break into security. Fucking hell. So we got two little side quests, companion quests. So we've potentially got quite a bit to do in the Groundbreaker. Let's see what we got. The best thing about this week off is usually this is a day where I only manage to do one upload because of the people I live with having night shift jobs, like 2 AM starts. But because I'm at home nice and early, I can start recording a little bit early and we can do a nice chunk. Nice chunk. Come on. Ooh.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure.
Smells like grease and unwashed bodies.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a toss-ball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
The jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little backbait rat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. I need a drink.
Just arrived? Head over to Customs. Wheeler needs to process you.
Going for a stroll around the docking base? Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs. I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting. That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation. Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing. But I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it? Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
I'm Sherry
Felix
Aid.
Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance. See you around, boss. Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Armada. We're just having a little poke round. Yeah, that's a steal. Steve Dorr. Steve Dorr. So are these like various factions?
So far as you know, I'm not drinking on duty.
I wasn't questioning it, my good fellow.
Quietly now.
Drop damage. Vending machines. Hello.
Identification, please.
You do not need to see my identification.
Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important. You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Wanda Dorset.
Everyone wants a favor.
Tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. Much. Is there anything else I can help? You noticed, huh? What can I say? We're passionate folks, and the board can't abide that independent spirit, especially not when it might impact their bottom line. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them. It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway.
So Max is a bit of a bored lackey, isn't he?
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. Two biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though. They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them. Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
Happy to help.
You're
Well, thank you.
Can we move this along? I have a certain...
All right. The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go. On your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly. He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison. Yep, Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year. Sure thing.
Excellent. So we've got some branching to... Oh, fuck off. It's weird having square as my action button. I could kill you. Okay.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
I picked up this
Can't go in there yet without a disguise, so...
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
Right there.
You know, it takes more muscles to frown.
What do you think you're doing? Nice doing business with you.
Mag cartridges are useful to me. Oh shit, reduced my reputation though. Okay, learning curve.
Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface.
Can I get away with stealing that, though?
Anarchists live as one
Yes, we
with
can.
the
That might be
animals,
useful.
lawless, savage, and unemployed.
So we've got some sort of key card. Bad. So where am I meant to be going? Through these double doors. Mad.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Robots.
You want a punch? We
Robots.
got your punch right here. Some sort of bar.
It's always fucking freezing in the bays.
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lay gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing. Stellar Bay proper? Tough to say. The board recalled all the nav keys about 10 years back when the corps pulled back to Terra 2. The radiators, they're fucked 10 ways to Sunday. And we're all sweating buckets wondering when the powers that be are gonna get around to fixing it. Couldn't say, and I wouldn't be pouring drinks professionally if I could. All I know is we're cooking in our own juices here, and it's only gonna get worse. Engineering. Chief Junlei Tennyson, to be precise. She runs this heap. Best she can, anyway. Don't know what's got her dragging her heels, but I wish she'd hurry it up. That's not for me to say, but if...
In fact, hold on.
And in fact... I hear tell some folk down in the townships are getting offered early retirement. Who'd think of such a thing? What would you do with all the time?
Play games. Fire Threat Crew server. Steve Doo. There's a lot of generic NPCs so far I've seen in this game. Engineer. Alright, this is just a shitter.
Just got done with a real sweetheart.
This is Halcyon News.
We're getting a good poke around though. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go for it.
Understood. I'll keep my head down.
Mac picks.
Hello? Someone there? Help! I'm locked in here. Get me out. Thank you, stranger. Shit, ain't that a relief? You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bathroom with an overflowing toilet. Thanks again, friend. What usually happens on this partially pressurized rust bucket? Something broke. Well, actually two things broke. First, the damn toilet overflowed. When I came to clean that up, the damn door decided to close and lock on me. Time stood still. I was aware of nothing but the smell. Ugh, could have been days. Ah, shit. That means I haven't clocked out in days. Song is gonna have my ass for wage theft. You're gonna shake me down after I was trapped in a shit-covered bathroom? Is that how... Hey, let's not be hasty. Here, I've got a few bits on me. Take it. From me.
Open fire, my chosen men and women.
That's the last of them.
The fuck have I just walked into? I think we ought to go see this Junlei. Jun. Because I get the sense that this is an engineering deck.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Greasy.
This is Halcyon News.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
I could spend all day in here.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
Sherriade.
It's a
Nice
mess,
to meet
but
you.
it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
I like her. She's nice.
Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
I'm a good
Now,
captain.
if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive. Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now. Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
This is Halcyon News. We
Have you seen this man? Reward offers for information needed. Capture a million terrorists beneath ground.
We got a job.
Rizzo's lemon slap. Slap your whole family.
Am I going the right way? God damn it. No.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information. Party greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion. Beginning dispensing sequence.
I do enjoy protein. So this is a pretty big hub area, isn't it? Just having a quick drink. Sorry about that.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king. Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames.
It's nothing.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain. I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst, just like me. Keep talking. I like the sound of your voice.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back, with the crew. You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that. Tribute it is. And ain't this just a royal sum?
Don't we need those bits, Captain? To buy the key from the lady?
The principles of the universe dictate that sometimes we must appease others to keep from being roasted alive.
You've got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs, you'll find the parts. My crew won't get in your way. Lay it on me, boss. I'm good for it. Ship got impounded. The crew and I racked up a debt while we were grounded, and my baby got sold to Sublight. Scrapped for parts. That's bureaucracy for you. Piracy with a smile. Am I your dark reflection? Shit, must be getting old. Stay here too long, and the Groundbreaker drains you like a fuel tank. Ship got...
Oh, shit. Okay, so we haven't shot our way through.
Smells kind of like old Wes's outflow pipes.
I'm trying to think of a good name before I wake it up.
Don't give it a name.
Settle it peacefully.
You're the first person I've seen who talked their way past McRed. It may not sound like much, but take my word for it. Wow. Junlei sent me down to collect the parts we need to fix the radiators. McRed got me all distracted sucking fumes and talking about the cosmos.
Youth these days have no principles.
I can't tell if you brought friends or if I'm still seeing things, so maybe I ought to lay off the fumes and head back to work. I'll get back to my post. See you topside, stranger.
Now, where are these
Can
parts?
you imagine being frozen for 10 years, sailing through space in a room such as this?
So that leads down. How do we get up?
Does everyone get branded when they join the Red's crew?
What do you think you're doing? Best make yourself scarce now.
I'll keep quiet.
Hey! You! What do you think you're doing? Go on, before I change my mind.
So I'm upstairs, but I'm on the wrong side. I see a ladder.
Wake up. There's no such thing as peace. It's all over the place pasta.
Fantastic, we've got them. Now we can move on to cleaner pastures.
I kind of want to gun them all down, but we'll be peaceable. We'll be peaceable. Grab some armor parts while I'm here. Where's Kingpin gone? Plasma rifle. Where's the crazy bastard gone then? There he is.
Neighbor from above.
We'll sack off the bits, I think. He's a skeeter. He's not causing any trouble. Raptor head anatomy. Spit shit. Tooth. Mouth wings. Baudelaire.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed. Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation. More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there...
Don't worry, Miss June.
Okay, but only because Pavati's
Where the hell have you been, Private?
asked me to. Hopefully we can get the shotgun to fucking put some work in. Alright, this isn't my shotgun.
That's the last of them.
Kaboom. This is my rifle. There are many like it, but this one is mine. I'm loving the 3 adrenos, though.
Unexpected.
That didn't work.
Alright, you kept that fucking quiet.
greeting.
Here they come.
Target reacquired. Target lost.
Get up, Max. I need to make sure I'm doing more to make the use of my destructible environment.
Security, but...
Go ahead and cycle the droplet pod. And if you don't know what that means, just look for a command center.
Everyone all right?
Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by when you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker OTC.
Hope you guys are grateful. I've used a lot of fucking supplies on this. Used a good amount of my money and a good chunk of my weapon ammo.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled...
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds. You're right, I don't. I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change. Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducks and pan... You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's all... You've got...
Sweet, and we get a level. Right, so we've had our introduction to the Groundbreaker, and this is where we are actually going to leave the Outer Worlds today. We're only doing one for the Outer Worlds today, just because we've got a lot to get through this week. We are going to stream something else. That'll start in about 40 minutes. I'm going to give it conservatively. But it will be something we haven't done yet, so something we haven't streamed yet this week. So thank you for watching, everyone. We will be picking up Outer Worlds again regularly through the next few weeks. Be periodic, so make sure to click like and notifications if you're that interested. But I'll see you soon.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow.